Hello Internet! I am talking about dating. This is a Valentine's Day video, and I want to talk about online dating, or dating in general, but mostly, mostly online dating. I've also dressed in a thematic pink. I definitely chose Hawkeye earrings because, you know, Cupid. And then more with the tone, maybe, of this video, All Men Must Die. So a little bit of background is I have been single since 2008, and then the last time I've been intimate with someone would probably be like a year and a half later. It was the same person, which I like to call a repeat offender. That happenstance did not actually get us back together like I kind of hoped for, but I bought this ring like 6 years ago probably, back when I was at university, and it is more of a don't do the intimate with anybody you don't actually love. And that is my personal choice, and it is not necessarily your business. I feel like it is kind of important when discussing modern romance and dating, and specifically online dating. I definitely think there is an extremely sexual aspect to online dating. And I do want to be clear, I don't judge other people for their choices, but my personal choice is to wait to be intimate again until I'm monogamously in love in a committed relationship where the communication is just on point. Those are my values, and they're not tied to any religion or spiritual. Those are tied to me and what I find important, and my personal self-care policy for how I share myself and who I share myself with. At 29 years old, I very much have a very set expectation for myself and for who I want in a partner. In the last 15 years or so of my sex life, I have gone through a few different labels, and if you want to label me as anything, I would say I'm pansexual, with the majority of my attractions being in the heteronormative spectrum, but there are attractions outside that. And since my confidence surrounding that has happened more solidly later on in my life, but then of course there's this whole other side of it, and I'm not going to shy away of the narcissistic and vain side of dating. I want to be physically attracted to you, both in a physical, like, aroused response and in an intellectual response, because clearly from my history, I cannot be with someone who I'm only physically attracted to, not in a relationship. I want to be challenged, and I want someone as my partner. I definitely love that idea of marrying your best friend. And all of that information I feel is relevant to when I talk about online dating. I've had this really big brain crack in the last few months that has kind of just circled around and come back. And I have had OkCupid for a few months now, and I have had an on and off relationship with OkCupid since my freshman year of college, where my best friend met her now husband, and they are 3 kids deep. I'm just on a different path than that best friend right now, and I'm on OkCupid, and I'm getting all the same boring copy-pasted messages from male suitors. I'm getting better messages from female suitors. I have liked a few profiles, and I've sent out a few messages myself, but I'm just not finding anybody. Like, I mean, I'm finding those regulation hotties, but they believe women should shave their legs all the time, 100% and no exceptions. They've answered the question about women's rights to abortion as like, women don't have rights to have abortions. They don't want to date someone who has had sexual relationships of the same sex or gender. They think feminist is a dirty word. They don't like cats, and that is a deal breaker right there. I know that the first 4 things I listed were like political or social society thing, but not loving cats or not wanting to have a cat or not being able to live with a cat, that is so important to me. Kona is my fur baby. I'm her forever home. So whatever partner I have has to be okay with the fact that she is a part of my life. We are a package deal. So if you are answering a question that you don't like cats, you think they're evil or whatever, then we are not going to work. They're the stereotypical things listed in profiles as I want to adventure and I want to be outside and I want to travel. I love going to movies and music, and is repeated and repeated and repeated in all of these profiles, and mine included. Although I must say I have a damn good profile. It is a good read. Come at me, bro. I love my profile. I've been on this channel making videos since 2009. Like, I can say with pride that I'm a narcissist. I want a partner who doesn't mind being an Instagram partner or a videographer partner, because my YouTube videos are really important to me. They are part of my identity. So I want someone who not only understands that, but will be willing to go along on that ride with me. Not necessarily in front of the camera if they don't want. I want to go play board games with a partner. I want to cosplay and go to conventions with a partner. And again, I go back to the narcissism. I'm talking about me over and over and over again. Not necessarily about them, but when you're with a partner, they have to want you for all of you. They can't just pick and choose. I have been told over and over again that my standards are too high, that I'm wanting too much. I used to be all defensive about that and feel offended, and now I'm like, fuck off, man. I want someone who's good for me, and in turn, I want to be good for someone else. There was a huge expanse of time where, because I don't have a car right now, I don't drive, but I have a certain amount of debt, and before that debt was even bigger, I moved across the country for 2 years, not expecting to stay longer than 2, 3, or 4 years. One of my dreams is to be somewhat gypsy-like in where I call home. I've had so many excuses to not date. A lot of things that I list in wanting a partner have to do with me. Like, I want an active citizen, at least someone who does care about voting. And I, by no means, am a perfectly educated citizen, but that's something in a partner that I would absolutely appreciate. Someone who has an intellectual passion for helping me out with that would challenge me to be a better global citizen and American citizen. Or if they're a foreign citizen and we became life partners, I'd be a better citizen in that country, because I've definitely not laid claim to permanent residence in America. Not by a long shot. This video is like brain crack, because it's so rambly, but that's where this video got born from, brain crack. I want a dating service that instead of swiping right or left or hide or like, don't match percentiles or distance, you match interests. I want a dating service that will let me search tags like on Tumblr or key phrases like on YouTube. I want to be able to put like YouTuber, cosplayer, nerdy, loves political conversation, adventurer, wanderlust, and then yes, I will go to the vain part of it, like, do I feel physically attracted to you? I know that goes both ways, that if I'm dating online, like, they're gonna be doing the same things with me. They're probably gonna want to be physically attracted to me. Yes, I am aware that I am not everybody's body type, and I'm not everyone's physical attraction. I'm filming this video within the week of Valentine's Day, and definitely very single. And I want a partner. Ultimately, my brain crack led up to my request for a dating app that I didn't have to pay for, that was basically like, what are they even called? Where they, matchmakers, they hook you up. And I am aware that I am friends with people who are attracted to me. I have friends that I'm attracted to, and that's hard too. That navigation is hard and messy as well. And something that I plan on doing quite soon is from a video with, I can't think of her name right now, but it was like making a list of what you want, and I definitely plan on doing that to like really centrify what I want instead of just these thoughts that zoom around in my brain while I scroll through potential matches. So the raw footage of this video has already hit 25 minutes, and I am not looking forward to editing it. I was going for something that was concise and like 4 minutes long, but I just don't think that's gonna be one of these videos. And I've gone on some trajectories that I didn't expect to take in this video. If you want to comment below on the sucktown of singledom, or how you found your partner, like maybe not the partner story, but like when you yourself as a human were like, yeah, this fellow human, awesome. Or just really any commentary that came across your brain while you were watching this hot mess. Like, I'm this girl who has yesterday's hair making a video about romance. I don't know, I don't even know where this video is going. I don't even know where this channel is going, but until my next video, TFTPA.